Have you ever felt like everything is taking too long? Your dreams, your career, your love life, all of it, just moving at a snail's pace, far slower than you ever hoped. In those moments, it's easy to feel like patience is a punishment, a cruel joke the universe is playing on you. But I want to share a different perspective with you today. The truth is, patience isn't just about waiting. Patience is about trusting. Trusting that what is truly meant for you is quietly, silently growing, getting ready to bloom at the perfect moment. Let's start with the science. Psychology tells us that patience is a form of emotional regulation. It's the ability to manage your feelings and stay composed when things don't go your way. It's not about suppressing your emotions, but about controlling your reactions to them. Groundbreaking research from institutions like Harvard and Stanford has shown a clear link between patience and a better life. Patient people tend to have better mental health, achieve higher rates of success in their endeavors, and even build stronger, more meaningful relationships. So, what's happening inside our brains when we feel impatient? When we're frustrated and anxious, our brain floods our system with stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. This is our body's ancient fight or flight response kicking in. These chemicals push us to react impulsively, to quit just before the finish line, or to get into unnecessary arguments. It's a state of panic, not power. But when we choose to practice patience, something amazing happens. Our brain activates the prefrontal cortex. This is the sophisticated, highly evolved part of our brain, responsible for logical thinking, problem solving, and creativity. By staying calm, we allow this part of our brain to take the lead, enabling us to make wiser choices, stay consistent with our efforts, and see the bigger picture. Think about it. The most successful athletes, the most brilliant artists, and the most innovative entrepreneurs all share one common trait. They have mastered the art of waiting. They understand that the waiting period isn't empty time. It's a training ground. It builds emotional strength, and that emotional strength is the very foundation of greatness. This wisdom isn't new. It's echoed in ancient spiritual texts from around the world. Let's turn to the Bhagavad Gita, one of the most profound spiritual scriptures. In it, Lord Krishna gives timeless advice to the warrior Arjuna. He says, "You have the right to perform your duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of your action." Think about what that means. It's a call to dedicate yourself fully to your work, to pour your heart and soul into your efforts, but to release your attachment to the outcome. True patience, as taught in the Gita, is not about sitting around passively and hoping for the best. It's about taking calm, focused action without being crippled by anxiety about what will happen next. Krishna teaches that impatience stems from desire and ego, that constant, nagging need to control every single outcome. It's the voice in your head that says, "I need this to happen now, on my terms." But when you learn to surrender the results to a higher power, to the universe, or to the natural flow of life, a profound sense of peace replaces that constant pressure. Patience, in this light, becomes faith in motion. It's doing your part and trusting that the universe will do its part. This concept of patience as a form of strength is also a central theme in the Quran. The Arabic word for patience is sabr, and it is described as one of the highest virtues a person can possess. In Surah Al-Baqarah, it is beautifully stated, "Indeed, Allah is with those who are patient." This isn't just a comforting phrase, it's a powerful promise. It means that in your moments of greatest trial, when life is testing you, you are not alone. God is closest to you in those very moments. Patience in the Islamic tradition is not passive endurance. It's an active, resilient strength. It's about consciously choosing to remain kind when others are not. It's about holding on to your faith when doubts creep in. It's about staying consistent in your good deeds even when you see no immediate reward. So, when someone hurts you, when a relationship doesn't work out the way you hoped, or when your biggest dream seems delayed indefinitely, the call is not to break down. It's to practice sabr. Your patience becomes your spiritual shield, your protection. The moment you lose your patience, you open the door to losing your inner peace. Similarly, the Bible speaks powerfully about the transformative nature of patience. In the book of Romans, it says, "Suffering produces perseverance, perseverance, character, and character, hope." This passage reframes our entire understanding of delays and hardships. It suggests that God doesn't delay things to punish you. He delays them to prepare you. Each season of waiting is an opportunity for refinement. It's a divine process designed to shape your character and build your inner fortitude. Every time your patience is tested, you are being given a chance to grow stronger. Think of it like a muscle. It only grows when it faces resistance. The Bible reinforces this idea in Galatians, urging, "Let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due time we will reap, if we do not give up." The key phrases there are "in due time" and "if we do not give up." This isn't a promise of instant gratification. It's a promise of eventual harvest for those who endure. So, from a biblical perspective, patience is the ultimate expression of faith in God's perfect timing. Beyond specific religious texts, there's a universal spiritual truth at play here. Many spiritual traditions, and even concepts in quantum physics, suggest that the universe responds to our energy. When we are impatient, anxious, and frustrated, we are vibrating at a frequency of lack and fear. We are essentially sending out a signal that says, I don't have what I want, and I'm afraid I'll never get it. This energy of panic and scarcity tends to repel the very things we desire. On the other hand, when we cultivate patience, we align ourselves with a completely different energy, the energy of trust, abundance, and faith. When your inner state is calm, trusting, and peaceful, you become a magnet for calm, trust, and peace in your outer world. You start attracting solutions instead of more problems. You find that results flow to you more easily and quickly than when you were desperately chasing them in a state of panic. Your calm energy tells the universe, I am ready, I am open, and I trust the process. So how can we actually build this superpower of patience in our daily lives? It's a skill, and like any skill, it can be developed with practice. First, breathe before you react. When you feel that wave of impatience rising, just take one single, deep breath. This simple act can reset your nervous system and pull you out of that reactive state. Second, shift your focus from the final result to the process itself. Instead of obsessing over the destination, celebrate the small steps you're taking along the way. Measure your growth, not your distance from perfection. Third, affirm your faith daily. Start your day with a simple mantra like, what is meant for me will not pass me by. This reinforces your trust in the divine timing of your life. Fourth, learn to observe your feelings without judgment. When you feel impatient, don't beat yourself up for it, just notice it. See delays as part of your training, not as a punishment. Finally, replace waiting with preparation. Use the time you feel you're waiting to improve yourself. Learn a new skill, read a book, work on your health. Don't just complain about the delay. Use it to become even more ready for when your moment arrives. Remember, patience is not weakness. It is the highest form of divine intelligence. Every delay you face hides a valuable lesson. Every slow season is an opportunity to deepen your roots, so you can stand tall later. When you learn to stay calm, humble, and faithful through it all, a magical shift happens. You stop chasing your destiny, and instead, your destiny finds you. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this message resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more content like this. Stay patient and stay blessed.